So I know Will sent me a couple of things that he wants to talk about. I know Courtney, when we talked to Matt Rose, you wanted to be the celebrity tea person. Is there any tea that's catching your eye this week? What are the celebs up to?
Oh man, I have been ignoring the celebs so hard.
Just on because life is busy, or because I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to check out.
It's so nice to check out. I feel like I go in phases where I'll really know what's the haps with all the people that have zero clue that I exist. And then other week where I'm like, you know what? I'm my own celebrity. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, are there people you follow just like they're always on your radar to some extent?
You know, I think I got that. I don't think that chip was embedded into me.
That's good. That's probably healthy.
It is healthy.
You got the shark thing. I don't know if the shark thing's healthy, but the lack of celebrity.
It's not.
Yeah, it balances out.
That's my thing. I'd rather watch some fucked up movie about sharks than know what Taylor Swift's wedding plans are.
Oh, that actually reminds me. Thank you for bringing up Taylor Swift. We got some listener questions about her. And I guess this is just your burden as the woman on the show right now.
I shall bear it.
You are going to get more. There's more weight, I think, on your answers than Will or I.
Okay,
but
I'll study up.
This was one I thought could be fun, which was. Do you have any thoughts on the Gaylor Swift theories? That is Gaylor Swift. Excuse
me? I need to educate myself on this.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Again, I don't really follow Taylor Swift other than what I pick up on from my one friend who's totally obsessed. Most of her personality is Taylor Swift, so I get a little bit. But as far as I know, Taylor has always been pretty openly heterosexual, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing Gaylor, sometimes referred to as Gaylorism, the loose conspiracy that claims she's either lesbian or bisexual.
Loose conspiracy is very funny.
It's so impressive that people will come up with everything.
Well, it's kind of there's a subset of loud people on the internet who sort of either assume or desperately want everybody to be gay or lesbian, whether there's any evidence of that or not. I've noticed.
Right.
I don't really know. I mean, it's probably harmless, right? Just like these are probably people who are more queer coded, who are just looking for representation in the world. But when it becomes a loose conspiracy, I guess I don't totally. That sounds a little more nefarious.
Yeah, I'm seeing the theory started in the early 2010s. People were shipping her, and are you familiar with the term shipping? Are you up to date with that? Even though that's an outdated term now.
Shipping is like being into somebody, right? Having a crush on somebody, kind of.
Shipping is like where outsiders support your relationship or want you to be in a relationship. Like,
okay.
I ship you and Will.
I've never heard of this before, Courtney. This is incredible.
Courtney's talking about ships that you can see sharks from, and then ships that celebrities are put into. I'm learning all kinds of
things. That straight celebrities are mysteriously gay.
So somebody
very ocean-minded today.
Exactly.
Let's talk just from a grammar perspective. I ship Taylor Swift and a woman. Is that the way you'd say it? If you're you're supporting Gaylor Swift, the loose conspiracy theory.
Yeah, you're a Gaylor shipper.
Okay. Is there a skipper? I looked up the word skipper because my only thought about that word was I think I heard it on Gilligan's Island, right? There was Gilligan and the skipper, and Ren.
It's also Barbie's younger sister.
Barbie's younger sister, Skipper?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she do ships?
Skipper ships Barbie and Ken for sure.
But her job isn't ships or anything like that?
Not shipping. Maersk or any of the Danish shipping giant conglomerates.
No, she couldn't pass her boating exam.
But apparently skipper basically just means captain. And for some reason, I thought the skipper on Gilligan's Island was sort of like the first mate. And then the captain died. And then he was really happy that now he was in command because skipper became the captain. But apparently he was just the captain all along.
Skipper seems like way too casual of a captain name.
Yeah. Skipper sounds a little derogatory, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like intern or like a bar back.
Yeah. Sounds like Bud. Hey, Bud. So we're like, what do you mean with that? Like, why are you calling me buddy?
Yeah. Skipper's telling me to get my hand out of the water because there's a shark in there. It doesn't sound the same thing as the captain says there's a shark.
If Skipper says it, Skipper's always pulling some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But the captain.
Yeah. Oh, Skipper. We pushed the Skipper overboard because it was funny. But anyway, okay, so the loose conspiracy theory is just people like the concept of gay Taylor Swift, but there's not actually, as far as we know, much beyond that. There's not like pictures of her with a girl that maybe look a little romantic even. Because to me, that's when it becomes more of a conspiracy, is there's a little bit maybe of at least some dubious evidence out there beyond just, I would like if this was a thing.
I think, like mentioned when the theory started in the early 2010s, she was seen with some actress and it was put on a tabloid and then people just ran with it like crazy. But I mean, she's like openly claimed allyship with the LGBTQ plus community. So like, I don't know why you wouldn't just go the whole way and be like, what's up? I'm one of the richest women in the world and I'm a lesbian.
Well, but because she likes men, right? She likes Travis Kelce, and I don't know. This is a thing. I know people on the internet get into the weeds of how much is it stolen valor when women who only date men or have only ever dated men, like how much claim do they have to the bisexual label? Right. I have no personal opinion or stake in this. I don't know if you have any thoughts.
I mean, personally, I feel like I'm not about to come out as a bisexual until there's any action with it.
You have to have some receipts.
Yeah, you got to have a couple receipts other than just like, because I think it's pretty fair to say out of the majority of women I've spoken to, even ones that identify as straight, are like, oh yeah, that girl's hot. Or like, yeah, I would definitely bone that one. So I don't really know how the scale, the spectrum works.
And then is that a thing also where men are sort of, there are a lot of men who would identify as straight, but are clearly very obsessed with like buff dudes and muscles. Yes. And you might say that's
a bromiosexual, if you will.
And that might be analogous or a similar kind of phenomenon, but just societally, they are coded to never say that that's the same thing as admitting somebody's hot.
Yeah, it's confusing to me. Do you want Taylor Swift to be bisexual or a lesbian?
I personally don't care. This was a listener question that did not give much of a sense of whether there was a shipping going on or not.
Wow.
Listener,
what was the question?
Question is just, what do you think of Taylor Swift?
Sorry, Courtney, what was your message for our dear listener?
Dear listener, what do you think about Taylor Swift?
Yeah, throwing it back. Hot potato. Yeah. Courtney loves to throw the hot potato around.
I love hot potato.
It's like always unexpected too. She's really good at it. You know, it's sort of like it's like a hidden skill. You'll look away for a second and then hot potato. So listener, Tom, what is it like? Listener and then like followed by like a series of 25 numbers.
This one actually, I know this is my sister Cecilia who actually sent this one in. So
Cecilia, hey girl.
Yeah.
All right, Courtney put you on the hot seat.
Yeah.
So back to us. With your own thoughts on this, what was it? Loose conspiracy?
Really flabby conspiracy.
Is a loose conspiracy one that has no evidence? Is that what's meant by that word loose there?
I think so. Perhaps a double entendre.
Yeah. Loose is a double entendre. And I think Loose is also doing quite a lot of heavy lifting there for loose conspiracy, meaning sort of like could be bullshit, could be true.
Is this a rumor or is it a conspiracy? Because a conspiracy kind of sounds like people are keeping this from, like, you know, you'd go meet, Donald Sutherland on a park bench and you'd be like, the truth is they've been trying to keep this out of the tabloids for 20 years. I've got all of it right here, you know? And you're like, Kevin Costner is sort of like, my God. She's gay. Yeah.
Here's a manila folder full of like pictures of Taylor Swift with like other lesbian, like famous lesbians. You know?
Yeah.
Look, I got pictures of Taylor Swift having brunch with Billie Eilish.
All the time she wore a leather jacket.
Rosie O'Donnell. Wanda Sykes.
Yeah. Whoever that old lady that Sarah Paulson is married to. We got pictures with her too.
But not Sarah Paulson. She doesn't like Sarah.
She's not a fan of Sarah, even though Sarah has extended to her many courtesies.
She hates American Horror Story.
Yeah. Donald Sutherland has done his research.
She's thumbs down American Horror, every season of American Horror Story when it's on Netflix.
Yeah, her Netflix account. I've been monitoring it every day for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
Some people track her jets. You're tracking her Netflix account.
Here's a report on her Netflix algorithm. It's very gay coded, except she hates Ryan Murphy shows.
Yeah, but for some reason she's seen that Blue is the Warmest Color movie 7 times we've seen. So that's at least one for every single year she's had the Netflix account. So, there's something to be said for that.
This is when Kevin Costner's like, all right, can we get to the point, please? What's the evidence you have?
Yeah. What's the actual evidence that I can bring to the public, Donald?
Need I say more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, here's actually her Letterboxd reviews. Like, no, not more of just what movies she watches. Come on. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, not her film choices.
Yeah. Oh, here's her IMDb Pro ratings. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Looks like she watched a Hong Kong lesbian movie from the 90s, actually, at some point from Wong Kar-wai.
She really likes John Woo movies, too. He's sort of like, I don't even know if there's any lesbians in there. He's like, no, but they're fun movies. I like the killer as much as the next guy. You don't like the killer?
But they're super camp. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Sounds good, though, right? Right, Kevin?
Well, okay, so I guess it might be a conspiracy. I don't know who's got the info, who doesn't, who's allowed to look at it, who's not.
Listeners, chime in. If you have some deep info that we should probably know and share with the world, please tell us.
Yeah.
If we can break this story, Tom and Courtney, if we can break this, Taylor Swift is gay story before she gets married. Unfortunately, we might ruin her life.
Yeah.
But
it's be the three of us will be like Dustin Hoffman at the end of The Graduate as the wedding's happening, banging on the glass. No, Taylor is true.
Yeah,
Elaine.
Yeah, don't kill it. Don't be. They're killing Gaylor.
Then somehow the three of us are riding in a bus with Taylor Swift, just like the very end of The Graduate. She's run away with us, and we're not quite sure what to do with that information.
That's
hand her
incredible.
a gay pride flag and say happy Pride Month.
We're
last
allies.
day of it.
This was not an invitation for anything, but we are allies.
We're super big allies, and we want to know what your relationship with like someone like Rihanna, for example, would look like. We're not sure if Rihanna's an ally or not.
Then
We
she's
think
like,
so.
"Oh my God, I just got on a normal bus. I can't be around all these people."
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my God, I thought I got into my tour bus. You're telling me I got onto bus number 157 on the city route, number 8, the purple line?"
Well, okay, yeah. Either Cecilia or anyone else listening, if you have information on this Gaylor loose conspiracy, maybe send us some evidence and we can assess whether this is a Donald Sutherland level JFK kind of info dump, or maybe it's more of just the rumor mill doing its thing, or just harmless shipping, but still maybe not rooted in anything at all.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Also,
no.
Become a premium subscriber at y2kshow.substack.com. We've got 10 of our most recent episodes up for free on all the podcast apps. Everything older than that, plus premium episodes, are behind a paywall, but it's not a substantial paywall. It's only $5 a month or $30 for a year, which gets you everything that we've ever done, as well as all of our upcoming content that might be premium in general.
Quick question for you, Tom. Sorry to interrupt. How much did you pay for the last cup of coffee you bought?
Last cup of coffee.
Remember?
Well, so I bought beans at the last place I went to, and that was probably $20 for a big bag of beans that were good, and that gives you several cups, but that's less than a 1 month subscription to get all the episodes here.
Exactly. There's also a coffee shop that I try to go to nearby occasionally that has ridiculously expensive coffee, and their caramel latte, Tom, $6.50. Iced caramel latte, $6.50. That's more than 1 month of all of our episodes, folks. You can binge all these while you're at the gym, or you're doing laundry, or maybe not such productive things. You can just kind of do whatever. You go for a walk,
vegging out, just looking at the wall,
vegging out. Yeah, you're just staring at the wall, smoking weed in your apartment, living in California, and you get the window open and the beach is rolling through, or you're in Norway and you got the window open because you don't have any air conditioning, and Europe is going through a huge heat wave right now, and you're just trying to listen to our show to cool off,
or you're at the doctor's,
or your doctor.
Or you're at the doctor.
You're waiting for your doctor to come talk about how much she hates her kids. She's not in the room yet. You just have a few minutes to listen to the show. Yeah, turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on, distract yourself so that when you have to listen to your doctor trauma dump on you about her kids and her experiences, and you're not looking forward to that conversation, or you're on your way to work and you're not really looking forward to that,
or you're at work and you don't really want to listen to the meeting you're in, or you just sort of got one of those jobs where you sit at a computer all day.
Or hell, if you just got fired, pop us in.
Yeah.
If you're about to get fired, put us in. Just say, I quit, and walk out of the office.
Say, I quit, but also you should listen to the Y2K show. And then one person in your office might click on it and might listen as well. Because on that note, leave us some reviews in addition to subscribing. We have very few reviews, which is weird. I look at our listenership and I look at the number of people who will bother to put a 5-star review on any app, and doesn't really line up. So you guys are kind of slacking on that, but it would help the show be in the algorithm, be more recommended in the algorithm to other people who like shows like this. So it's not just us asking for validation, although that's fine. That's great. I don't care about that so much, but we do need the show to get out there.
We need the show to get out there, folks, and we can only leave so many fake reviews on our own shows from our own email accounts, okay? So we've run out of burner accounts. Help us by leaving a good review that's real and authentic, even though we definitely also have those too.
Yeah, exactly.
Just consider helping us out, folks.
So that's Y2. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Courtney.
I would love to know too, what other Y2K topics would you like us to cover?
Yeah, I mean, I guess any topics you like. Taylor Swift. I don't know that we did a great job exactly getting to the bottom of it, but anything you want to hear us just opine about, riff on, rant about, definitely send some things in. We have actually one other thing that somebody did send in, an update on one of our earlier riffs, which I appreciate. A few episodes ago, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, we watched the preview for the Larry David show, Life, Larry, and the Pursuit of Unhappiness. Which, just from the name alone, I think you kind of know this is not going to be a Curb or Seinfeld level work of genius. But I guess one of the things about it was that the idea of the show came from Obama's production company, which we didn't know before because we watched the clip of it where Obama had to do some riffing with Larry, and we walked away kind of unimpressed with the ex-president's comedy chops.
Yeah.
I didn't know, though, that literally somebody from his company called up Larry and said, hey, Barack has a cool sketch show idea to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America. Would you like to do it? And I guess Larry was like, okay. But that
Larry, you like Key and Peele, Larry?
Yeah,
like sketch comedy, Larry?
Key and Peele won't reunite for me like I asked them to. So you were number
100 times. They won't do it. They won't do Angry Obama anymore for me. I asked them. I burned that bridge. Last time Michelle asked them to do my birthday, they said no more, Barack. We can't do this.
I told Jordan, Get Out was great. Us, I don't know what was going on there. Nope, totally over my head. Why don't you get back with Key and Key and Peele? Let's get the band back together. And he won't answer my calls now.
Yeah, you guys are the Beatles. That's what I said. I said you're Paul and you're John. I said if one of you goes down, that's the end of the Beatles.
Yeah.
I said Key's out here doing Allstate Progressive commercials, and the other guy's just making his whoop-de-doo films. And it's sort of like, get back to sketch Obama's just a sketch comedy nerd. He just loves SNL.
Just totally
fangirl.
Totally disrespectful about the huge achievements of Jordan Peele's writing and directing career. He's just like, the weird thing with the UFO cloud. I mean, that was kind of interesting. Why don't you get back to the real important, impressive work of doing some sketches with your bud?
Yeah. Listen, Peele, you made a great movie about race in America, and that was fantastic. But let's get back to Key and Peele. Let's get back to the heart of it.
Yeah, let's get serious.
Back to the moneymaker.
Let's be serious now that you've got the movies out of your system.
Yeah, you got the art stuff. One for them, one for me. You done 5 for you. Let's do one for them again.
Look, Jordan. We know Get Out. It's not as big a hit if it's not for me and my presidency. I created the zeitgeist for you, so you owe me a few sketches.
Listen, I created that cultural moment where Portlandia and Key and Peele were the funniest fucking shows in the whole world.
Yeah,
I did. I'm the president. I did that. You're welcome.
Most quoted line in that movie. I would have voted for Obama a third time. Who's the root of that joke, Jordan?
Who came up with that one, huh? You don't give me credit for that one, Jordan, do you?
Yeah. So
Obama's like playfully sort of like punching Jordan kind of like a little bit harder than he should be.
Yeah, he's getting mad. Jordan's mad because he's sort of like, I pour my heart and soul into Nope and Us and all these other movies I want to make. And I assume Key is just sort of like, yeah, I'll do anything. There's a paycheck. I'm in.
Yeah. Obama's production company's still paying me my rate. You got it, bro.
Yeah. But I guess they did pitch it to Larry. Larry said, sure. And they were filming, and none of it really looks that funny. I guess the first couple episodes are out now, and it kind of looks like drunk history sketches, but with Larry. And so it's just like you put Larry in any moment from American history, and it'll be like Larry's either Lewis or Clark, and they're talking about, okay, let's go to the Missouri River, let's go to the West Coast, and sort of like, isn't that nice though? Like that. We got water here, we got a coast. What do we need a second coast for? Like that kind of humor, where it's just very sort of obvious Larryisms put into American history. But Obama, I guess, is in one of the sketches, which is what we were joking about. And that's what a listener sent in an update. It's an article from Variety that has a story about the director, Jeff Schaefer, was talking about working with Obama in one of the sketches. And apparently they did have to give some notes to the ex-president because his riffing, his improv was all right, but Larry had some thoughts about it. And so here's a quote here that talks about the president's input. And so the director's here saying, from our first meeting, Obama had read a whole bunch of stuff and was really liking it. He gave us a few notes about something, and Larry went, yeah, we got it. And the president goes, quote, I spent a half hour talking about how funny everything is. I give you one note and you get into a defensive crouch. The president said, quote, when I was in the Oval Office, I took advice and listened to my advisors, and I was the president of the United States. And Larry just goes, quote, yeah, but I'm the president of this.
Larry's like, listen, you asked me to do this, dude.
Yeah. I love that he gets into this, like, I'm going to shame you into listening to my ideas about this sketch about, like, what if Davy Crockett didn't like his hat or something. Like, what if Davy Crockett was bald? It's like the level of humor we got with this show. I think the reason
Larry didn't like my idea.
Yeah, Larry, I think you should take all my notes on the comedy here because I was president of the United States and I took notes on foreign policy.
Yeah. Listen, Larry, I don't think the part of the Andrew Jackson sketch that you wrote about his childhood, where his arm gets cut by a British soldier's sword. I don't really appreciate that. You just have his arm fall off. I mean, that's not even historically accurate. And Larry's like, yeah, but it's funny. It's funny to see his arm just get chopped off. And then Obama's like, yeah, but it's too gory. We can't be having a president, and it's not factual. We can't be spreading misinformation.
Larry, what if I do?
Larry's like, no one gives a shit about Andrew Jackson.
Yeah. Larry, what if I do a Cockney accent? Wouldn't that be funny? Because he wouldn't have had one.
Yeah. What character was Obama in this, or do you know? Do we know?
I haven't. Again, I kind of don't feel like this show's going to be good, so I'm dragging my feet on actually watching it.
Oh man, you're teasing it out for our dear listeners.
Once we see it, I assume I'll bring in the clip of him actually in it, but I'm not sure which. Let me see if I can figure out which sketch he's actually in.
Oh man.
So it is a sketch show?
It's a sketch. It's just like various different scenes from American history where Larry plays one person who complains about something, and then other people come in. So I think Jerry Seinfeld is in it at some point as well. I think J.B. Smoove shows up.
This is funny, and like Tom, while you're pulling that up, I mean, this is like another side argument, but like it's funny because like Obama for several years while Trump was in charge, is like, look, hey, listen, I'm not going to disgrace the office of the presidency by like commenting on current events. I'm sort of maturing into this elder statesman role and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, all of that, sure, like maybe people have personal feelings about that, and they think, oh no, Obama should say more about the rise of fascism in the U.S. Democrats will say this type of language, and then they'll just kind of like be like, yeah, fascism in the U.S., but also we need to work with these people. So it's like really confusing messaging. And then I feel like from Obama, it's like, I need to be this elder statesman, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, totally, yeah, don't go beneath yourself to comment on the daily politics of the clown show that's currently going on. But then he's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be in a sketch comedy show. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? You're putting on like a big rubber nose or something, like a clown. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, isn't acting, like, didn't the ancient Greeks think like acting and stuff was sort of like primitive, barbaric behavior?
I think they thought art was really important, but I don't know that they were.
Sure.
They did comedies. I don't know that you would see, say, like a general or somebody in the Senate probably doing a second act in Lysistrata or something.
Yeah, they wouldn't be actors. I mean, I don't know, dude. I guess in America it's totally different. Obviously, Reagan was like president and he was actor. So maybe it's sort of like, maybe Obama was trying to do the reverse Reagan. He's like, listen, I became famous as a president, and then I can be an actor after that, you know?
Yeah.
But like,
cool.
I don't know. I guess I like all the best to him. It's just sort of like, this is really what you're working on with your time, you know? Like arguing with Larry David about notes about an HBO show and sort of saying like, listen, I'm the president. You should listen to my constructive criticism notes, Larry David. I don't know.
So from what I can tell, he's kind of in the Rod Serling role. So he does a little framing device in some of the episodes. There's a reference to him being in a sketch, but I can't see which one. So maybe that hasn't aired. Maybe that's a season finale kind of thing.
Okay.
We will return to this, but yeah, your point in general, it is very funny. And also for him as a guy who is just based on his successors looked at with kind of some rose-tinted glasses as somebody who could negotiate deals and talk to people. It is also funny that he can't move Larry David. Like, of all the people he's talked to, he's sort of like, you know, I made a deal here. We got the people to the table. We got a conversation going, a dialogue going, but that Larry David is a stone wall.
Yeah. Listen, if Larry David was in charge of Russia, that whole place would be running so much better. Let me tell you that. He'd be running that thing like a military industrial complex. Obama's like, listen, I can negotiate with anyone. Putin, Angela Merkel, all of the hot top dogs of the world leaders. But Larry David, I can't handle it for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah. You see a headline where it's like Obama quits new Larry David show, citing creative differences.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that would be so funny. That would be even funnier because then it would be like, oh man, I thought he was trying to do all this elder statesman stuff. Now he's just a tabloid.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. It sounds like the show's already been filmed.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But just the concept of it being like one of those standard press releases where it's like, you know, Mr. Obama and Mr. David, they hope to work together again on the right project, but the creative differences on this one and some scheduling conflicts led them to part ways.
Yeah. And then right underneath that, there's an article that's like, the new Army Hammer movie. Is it so boring that it sucks? You're like, wow, Entertainment Weekly is really going downhill here.
Entertainment in general is kind of not an amazing spot, but Will, I sent you the link that the Backrooms is getting released a second time with 15 more minutes of content.
Cool.
I will say my general sense is that a horror movie usually does not benefit from a longer runtime. I think that you get your atmosphere, you get your momentum, and you get out. But you think the extended cut might be worth watching?
I mean, I guess maybe there's a couple interesting scenes that make everything else make a bit more sense, but I feel like it's probably just it's probably not that much. It's only 16 minutes.
That's a lot though. I mean, you can do a lot.
It's a lot,
especially for a horror movie.
That is a lot to sit in your seat additionally for if it's not needed.
Because that will push it over 2 hours long, which is kind of unheard of for the genre.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Backrooms, which it's Will I think is a little higher on it than I am, but it's an interesting story of essentially a guy discovers this portal of sorts in the furniture store that he works in, and it leads to this liminal space of sort of endless, slightly off hallways and different sort of just like pieces of furniture and pieces of maybe people's memories, and it's all a little eerie and weird, and maybe there's also monsters.
It's like if Severance and Click had a baby, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Without the humor, more or less.
Without Christopher Walken.
Yeah, there's no Christopher Walken who's sort of like, yes, the back rooms are very interesting. Follow me.
Yes, let me show you where the baby goat room is in the back rooms.
Yeah. But yeah, so it starred one of the stars was Renat Rensva, who does the acting. She's the therapist to the main character, and she does this role play thing where she's like, I want you to pretend that I am your ex-wife in a fight that you are having. And Will and I have been making jokes for like a month now that I thought it was very funny when I watched this because they do this role play exercise and the guy just cannot stop mentioning his wife's fat ass. Like he's being mean about it. He's like, why don't you get off your fat ass? If your fat ass wasn't always watching TV, maybe you'd be a doctor by now. Like that kind of stuff. And it comes up enough. It's like 3 or 4 times that the ex-wife's fat ass comes up that I felt like he sort of talked himself into a Chekhov's wife's fat ass sort of situation where like if it comes up this many times in Act 1, we sort of have to see it by Act 3, don't we?
Yeah.
So maybe the extended cut solves this for me. It's the fat ass cut.
That's why it's the extended cut.
Yeah, right. Just 15 minutes of thick cheeks.
Yeah, it's the director's fat ass cut. Big ass cut.
If you called it that, a lot of people would be like, okay, I'll check that out. I don't know what that means. Don't know what Backrooms is. I'm watching it though.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be interesting. You know, you just show a quick clip. You just have to show a flashback of him to the scene that he's worked out in therapy.
Yeah,
he's worked out recreating in therapy.
Yeah, flashbacks. But then also, I think in the back rooms, you need some sort of distorted version of the fat ass that's being permeated and repeated.
Oh,
hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, just everywhere, all over the place.
Because the back rooms are subconscious, so the fat ass would just sort of be everywhere.
The fat ass is the hallway.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So that's an option. That's an idea. Caine Parsons, if you're listening, if not this movie, maybe the fat ass comes up in the sequel because it's sort of a tease that the payoff is coming down the road.
Yeah, I like that. I think Caine Parsons, if you're listening to our show, yet again, sir, we appreciate it. If you're a super fan, we've talked about your movie several times. So if you've tuned in to listen to all of our mentions, we're so flattered. But yeah, so yeah, if you'd like, sir, we have great feedback for Backrooms 2, the fat ass, the fat assening.
It's just the call. Yeah. Backrooms 2, the fat ass. It's like, yeah. Wow, okay. They're really going all in on that now.
Well, Tom, you and I had a joke where just making this up, Caine, if you're listening, buddy, this is just a funny joke. But Tom and I had this joke where Caine Parsons is just on his phone looking at pictures of fat asses all the time.
Like, well, he's pitching the meeting. He's like pitching A24, and he just can't stop looking at his reel of just asses. Yeah. It's r/asses or whatever.
Yeah, and so he's on his phone constantly, and everyone else had to just sort of create this great work of art for him. So we're thinking if you want to incorporate the fat assening into the second Backrooms, sir, that'd be a great use of film.
Okay, breaking news. This is kind of an odd one, but AI has various kinds of controversies. People have different thoughts about it. About a year ago, a couple actors such as Matthew McConaughey and Michael Caine sold the rights to their voice so that AI could mimic them and make things like, instead of reading or listening to the New Atlantic article in that sort of like vague AI man voice that they often use, you might hear it as Matthew McConaughey or Michael Caine, and then presumably they get a little bit of money from the use of that. But Michael Caine's voice has now, somebody's taken him up on that offer, and it's being recreated using AI to narrate a new 13-hour audiobook of the Odyssey ahead of the new Christopher Nolan film.
Master Bruce, I don't want to do the Odyssey for 13 hours. Is there a way you could simplify it for me with one of your computer systems?
That's what's funny to me is this man is alive, and he's not... Asking him to read the Odyssey into a microphone is not as much work, really, as like, come be in the Odyssey. Fly to Greece as a 90-year-old man and put on this fake beard, and you're going to be, Zeus. Yeah, right. But the fact that that may be Christopher Nolan. That's exactly what you did was sort of what I pictured must have happened. Is he's like, so Michael, I think it'd be very cool since you've been in a lot of my films. What if you did a new audiobook and you read the Emily Wilson translation, which there's no audiobook of? He's like, yes, I'll think about it, but I'll call my people. They'll call you back. And then his people call back and they're like, yes, Sir Michael, he is going to do it, but not literally. His voice will be involved, but it will be an algorithm instead of the actual man.
Yeah. Mr. Nolan, sir, I can't do it. I can't be spending a whole week recording the Odyssey. It's gonna drive me bloody mental at my age and in my state.
Yeah. He's like, my nemesis Ian McKellen did the last audiobook of the Odyssey, and I know that he and I are both esteemed actors. We're both knights, but I'm not competing with Ian.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother to compete with Ian. Sorry. And then Christopher Nolan's like, shit. I don't know what Christopher Nolan sounds like, so I'll just pretend he's Australian.
He's just kind of like a British nerd, sort of like, got kind of an interesting voice. I thought, ideas. What if we mix up the timeline in this one?
Yeah. Actually, I think that would work out great on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right. British.
Ian McKellen, Michael Caine gets a call from Christopher Nolan, and he's just got like a chat bot that is using his voice, and he's just clicks it over to the chat bot. So it's like, hello, Christopher, how are you today? What can I do for you?
Yeah. Okay, you'll be bot. You'll be bot Ian McKellen, and I'll be Christopher Nolan. So
ring, 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 ring. Hello. This is Michael Caine.
Hello, Michael. This is Christopher Nolan. I'm just calling to follow up on your offer for the Odyssey. I just want to call in person. Have you considered it?
Yes, I could do that for you. I would love to do the offer that you sent me. What do you need me to do?
Yeah, no, that's great, Michael. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the news. Are you under the weather? Are you feeling bad? You sound a bit bad.
Upgrade to Caine Pro to continue this conversation.
Are you? Am I talking to a bot?
Have you heard about Ozempic? This ad is not part of the answer that I'm giving you.
Oh, my publicist told me about this. This would happen.
Yeah, then Michael Caine has to pick up the phone. He's like, "Oh yes, Christopher, I'm working on it. I'm working on it right now. I have to.
Is this the real? Is this the real?
I have to go.
Is this bot Michael Caine? Because Michael, you had me answer a bot phone call when I called you.
It's real. I do have to go. I got a lot of acting opportunities that I'm working on. Right, I'm working on a new movie with Vin Diesel right now. We're doing.
Me and Vin Diesel are rebooting Lawrence of Arabia.
I'm doing push-ups with Vin Diesel right now in the middle of training. So I had the bot answer you because I'm talking to Vin right now. I'm out of breath and I gotta go, but I'll send you the recording.
Yeah. Okay, Michael. If you, Michael, if you, sorry to bother you for another moment here. Additionally, but
oh no, Vin, it's just Chris. He just won't shut up, Vin. I don't. Maybe you could take over. What do you, Chris? What do you think if Vin Diesel were to read the Odyssey instead of me?
Michael, it's not going to work. We need somebody British to read the Odyssey.
He could do a wonderful British accent. Vin can. I've heard him do it many times, and I thought he was a native.
I don't. No, I'm out. I'll tell you what. We'll use your bot to read the Odyssey. Yeah,
that's perfect. Yes, actually.
Okay. Business agreement there.
Good luck with the new film. I'm sure it's wonderful. I might watch it one day.
Yeah, no, that's great to hear. Thank you, Michael. Have a good one. Cheers.
Jesus, I thought he'd never shut up, Vin. He forgets to turn off his phone because he's 90.
Yeah.
Can't believe this asshole's been making me do these stupid movies for 15 years. I told him I don't understand a single one of them. What's this guy dressing up like a bat for? Bloody insane.
Michael, you forgot to hang up the call there.
Hello? Who's this? He's also 90, so he doesn't really understand phones anymore.
Yeah, he's like, Are you responsible for my electricity bill? Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. So we got that to look forward to. I really don't understand the logic of why this esteemed actor couldn't be bothered to do an audiobook. But maybe it is as simple as he's just sort of checked out. He's old. He's over it all.
I wonder how long it would take you to voice train an AI just on your voice, and I wonder like versus how many hours it would be to just read the Odyssey itself, like how like what the difference in hours could be. I mean, it couldn't be more than like a week's worth of work, and Michael Caine probably surely has that left in him at a minimum.
I guess if you're a trained thespian like Michael Caine, you could probably do most of it in like one or two goes, because you know how to do rhythm, you know how to do voices, you know how to project your voice when you need to, when to pause. Whereas an AI learning that and sounding natural has got to just be so much more work.
I can't wait to listen. I'm going to listen to all 13 hours.
They they click the Matthew McConaughey button instead of the Michael Caine one when it's rendering. So it's just like, tell me about a strong man, Muse. And they're just like, oh boy, this doesn't sound like Michael Caine.
Yeah. All right. You're listening to the very sweet rendition of the Odyssey with Matthew McConaughey. We're going to be reading this old doozy here, so buckle up and get ready. It's like his commentary as well.
That's part of the AI. Yeah, it's like he's got to put in these little mannerisms from them that messes up the actual words.
Yeah. And there he stood with his sword in hand. Gosh, Homer's a real good writer, ain't he?
Yeah.
It's crazy. His prose is still hits on page 65.
Thing I like about those sirens is I get older and they stay the same age.
You know what I say about sirens? They're always going off. Anyways, back to Odysseus. Odysseus climbed into the mouth of the Cyclops and began stabbing ferociously. And then he began hacking. And then the goddess Athena appeared to him. And
he's got all the names wrong because it's got to be like more Texas sounding. Telemachus, I'm coming home as soon as I can. I'll be right there. Tell your mom I'm on my way.
Yeah. And that's when Achilles said, hey, me and Hector.
Achilles, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a
while.
Me
and Hector. He has the perfect like Spanish accent for Hector. Hey, me and Hector.
Yeah, we met each other last in Troy, which I think is in Mexico.
Which I think is right off of the coast of Baja, Mexico, baby.
Yeah, Ithaca, Mexico is pretty far away. I don't know how it took him 10 years to get back there, though.
Yeah, pretty sweet book, actually.
Christopher Nolan's listening to this, and he's like, oh, my God, this is not even Sir Ian's voice.
Just Christopher Nolan's like, just get a bot to do it.
Yeah, this is
just get the AI to do it. Matthew McConaughey's taking all fucking day.
Yeah, it's not Michael Caine. It's not Ian McKellen. It's not anybody English. It's literally Matthew. It's a fake Matthew McConaughey, kind of just rambling about the Odyssey for 13 hours.
We Matthew McConaughey's people convinced us to pay $4.5 million for his voice, for this and for the Wall Street Journal. It's ridiculous. I can't believe we paid that much money, and he's over here talking about how much he loves tacos, getting tacos with his friend Hector.
Yeah.
Getting distracted from reading the Odyssey, where Achilles and Hector are in the middle of killing each other.
Yeah. The real Matthew McConaughey sort of like, I had such a good time working with you on Interstellar. I thought it'd be kind of a tribute to you to let my bot interpret. I told him I'm not just doing a reading. I'm doing an interpretation. It's got to be a McConaughey interpretation of Mr. Homer.
Had the boys over there down at Claude. Had the boys over there, Claude AI. They whipped up something called Panache setting. you can dial that Panache setting all up to 5. Highest setting it goes, and I'll be reading the Odyssey and Homer's works to you in the folksy style of a Southern man that has the swagger of a English gentleman.
Yeah, I think it's actually. I think it's a little better than anything the real Michael Caine could have done. Frankly, he phones it in a lot. Mr. Caine does, Sir right. Caine does, but I never have.
Yeah, you talk about True Detective. Yeah, that's way better than the Dark Knight shit.
Yeah. I never
so much better.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I never phoned that in.
Yeah, you ever seen the movie Sahara? Yeah, way better than any of Michael Caine's shit.
Yeah, I watched Zulu to prepare for Sahara, and I said, man, I'm going to make every decision this guy won't make. I'm going to be brave.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Well, I'll tell you one thing for goddamn sure. I'm not gonna be British. I'm gonna be from Texas, USA, baby. There you go. There's a difference right there.
Yeah. You think Michael Caine could do Dazed and Confused? I don't think. I mean, maybe because he would have been 50 when we made it, but if it was made when he was 18, he was 25. No way he could pull that off. Wooderson, that's not in Michael Caine's toolkit.
Yeah. Michael Caine turning up the panache setting to 5 while he's reading the Odyssey. What's that going to sound like?
Michael Caine,
his crumpets.
He hears this interview and he's like, "Oh, I am so outraged. I'm going to be Wooderson. I'm going to be a better Wooderson than this asshole could ever have been."
Yeah. Oh, I'm furious. I'm so livid right now. You can't tell because I'm calm. I'm a calm old man.
Get me Richard Linklater on the phone right now. Tell him we're going to do a new Dazed and Confused. I've got to be Wooderson.
Have you guys ever seen that, Tom or Courtney? Because Courtney knows her fucking movies. But maybe you guys know this. But this is I vaguely remember a movie with Michael Caine where he plays an old British man living on like a giant apartment complex, and there's like a few like British ruffians. Hey, give me your wallet, bruv. And then
Harry something, right? It's
like Harry
Brown or
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. I'm Harry Styles, and I'm here to clean up the streets.
Yeah, I'm a vigilante. My name is Harry Styles.
It's like Harry Brown or something like that, I think.
Harry Carter, Harry Brown. Yeah, Harry something. But
anyways, Harry Brown.
Yeah, Harry Brown. There you go. Yeah, it's such a crazy movie because he like his dog or something gets killed by these guys, and then he pretty much just goes on like a violent rampage where he like shoots and then knifes like bunches of people.
This was like British, it's like the original John Wick, but he was probably 78 when he made this movie, so it's a little less believable than really in shape Keanu. Because also Michael Caine's never really been like a muscular man, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 49-year-old Keanu Reeves can pull off like beating the shit out of somebody, at least when it comes to stunts. But like Michael Caine has never been an in shape guy. He's never done like movies where he had to get in shape. He just seems like a very regular guy. And so like as a very regular guy at the age of like 80, he's not able to do much. So this movie is really funny because you're kind of supposed to believe that he's just murdering these people because he used to be a cop or something.
Yeah.
And so he has a gun and he's just using it to slaughter people.
That was it sort of caught the energy that would lead to Brexit, because it was one of those ones where it's just like, England's going to hell. The king's
England's going to shit.
Yeah. It's time for an old white man to solve this problem.
Time for an old white man to leave the European Union. Get back to eating our own British things that we can't import.
Yeah. Like, I personally will fix England, or we need to do Brexit.
Yeah. Listen, we need to do Brexit. I need to beat up all the 20 to 30-year-old people in England who think they know better than older people. And we need to all start drinking tea again and make coffee illegal.
Yeah. Need to go back to the good old days.
Yeah, go back to the good old... And we've got to start thinking again about retaking India for England. Listen, I know there's a billion and a half people over there, but we did it once before. We can do it again. We need those resources.
Yeah, that was one of those movies I watched. I'm like, I really wanted to like this because I like Michael Caine. He's a good screen presence. But you watch that and you're like, wow, that sucked. It was a terrible movie.
It's just, for me, it just became a comedy because it was like, first of all, it's not believable. However good you edit this, that this like the 80-year-old man is beating up like a 20-year-old with a knife.
And then one of like 30 of those kids that he beats up too. It's not like he kills one kid. He kills the whole neighborhood, I think. Yeah.
And even in one scene of Harry Brown, there's like 30 people in front of him in a tunnel, very John Wick style. And John Wick, it's already not believable enough,
But it's like stylized enough. You're like, whatever. It's Keanu. It's kind of, it's martial arts energy versus just old, really brutal Michael Caine, just with a gun and like his fist.
Yeah, it's just his old fist, his old bony ass hand. And you're just like, dude, I mean, again, no offense. I hope I look as good as Michael Caine when I'm the man's age, but like, still, it's just like, this is not selling it for me. Cause like Keanu Reeves, like you're saying, John Wick, it's styled. It's sort of like you believing this. My believability is suspended here because it's so cool and it's fun energy, But with Harry Brown, it's just like, what am I watching here? This old guy should be in jail for murder, and then these young people who are like apparently like killing dogs in the neighborhood. Like, where are these people coming from? You know what I mean? Like, does England have a problem with this? I don't know. It just seemed like a very Hollywood take on.
I think it's an old English guy who's just sort of like neighborhoods. It's kind of like Gran Torino, that Clint Eastwood movie, but for London.
Yeah, that's true. Have you
That's
seen the movie?
Comparison.
I would like to have my own Gran Torino right here in London, sir.
Call up the producers of John Wick and sue the hell out of them for stealing my idea.
It's even 2 syllables. John Wick, Harry Brown. Come on. It's like a direct ripoff.
So, Ian, that's a three syllables. I don't care. Do I look like I'm asking you to do math? Do I ask if you to have a little abacus out? No, I'm asking you to sue them for Keanu Reeves stealing my idea.
Mr. Caine, it's. I mean, you don't even wear a suit when you're doing it, even though you're an old man. It's kind of confusing. So it's sort of like he's got his own aesthetic and he's wearing like a tuxedo. And
all right, how about this? How about I star in the John Wick 5? I'll call it even if you let me be to do John Wick in the new movie.
Yeah, I'll get to write to John Wick 5, where I'm his mentor.
But I kick so much more ass than he does throughout it.
Yeah. And then Ana de Armas will be my granddaughter. And you're just like, oh, really? That's kind of a weird ask, dude.
I thought you were going to go for love interest. She falls in love with me because I'm such a good fighter. And he's like setting up this deal to star in John Wick 5 as Christopher Nolan's like, man, you wouldn't just read the Odyssey for me? You wouldn't spend 3 days on that?
Christopher Nolan's like, wow, you called all my producer friends to call in a favor to do this, but you can't be bothered to spend 4 days to record the Odyssey in a studio that has air conditioning?
Yeah. I got Vin Diesel to trade me for John Wick 5. I can't be bothered reading Homer.
Vin Diesel's been watching all these 90s Hong Kong karate movies, so he's gotten very good at teaching me martial arts, and I've been sort of learning from John Wick style movies.
Senpai, Kopai relationship between me and Vin.
Yeah, Senpai, I call him Senpai Vin. And he calls me Mr. Caine out of respect because he knows I'm a way better actor than him.
He won't call me Sir Caine, even though that's actually what it should be. But you pick your battles like Mr. Wick does.
Yeah, we gotta. You know what, Tom? We gotta find an impression that Courtney can do for the future reference.
That's true. We just took over.
Whenever we're doing impressions, I feel bad for Courtney.
I can play too.
Yeah, Courtney could be. I guess who would work in this scenario?
We got to say that for next time. I think Courtney's got to go. She's like desperately watching the clock, bored out of her mind.
Actually, I'm listening to these two dopes ramble on, pretending to be Michael Caine, doing cutting edge Hollywood projects.
She's weighing if she can just leave, and we maybe won't notice.
But literally, I'm like, should I just close that?
Should I drop this?
All right, we'll let Courtney go. But everybody, go to y2kshow.substack.com if you haven't already. Get the full backlog. Be ready for the next bonus app. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
See you later.